It was 4:03 in the morning, and I woke up screaming. It was my dream. In my dream, I watched everyone I ever knew or loved be killed by the creature. It had a short, fat body and long, slender arms which ended with claws that looked more like swords than claws. Its eyes were slit that glowed red in the darkness, and its teeth were long like horns and sharp like steak knives. It looked at me before it killed them, and laughed each time before it ripped apart my loved ones with its sharp claws. How had it found us? It tricked me into letting it into my home by mimicking the voice of my father. It couldn't come in without permission, it told me, after it ripped out my mother's heart. The dream ended with the creature laughing its evil cackle and slowly walking towards me, dragging its claws on the floor. I screamed and sat up. I was in my room in my bed, safe again. 4:03. I hear a knock at the door. I froze up instantly. "Tommy, I heard you screaming. Are you all right?" I heard my mother say. "What a relief. Mom's here." "I'm fine, Mom. Just a bad dream," I replied, the relief washing over me. "Okay, honey. I got you a glass of water. Do you want it?" Mom said back to me. "Sure, come in," I said. And as those words left my mouth, I remembered that it was September, and I had moved back into my college dorm 3 weeks ago. I was in my house, sitting down on a chair. I had no knowledge of why I was there and what happened previously. I stood up in confusion. I was in my bedroom. It was dimly lit, and the walls had been violently stripped of the wallpaper. At the other side of the room stood a man. Myself. It was me. It had my facial features, my height, my hair, my everything. I stood there, showing no emotion, shuddering occasionally. I went over to myself and whispered, "Hello." He tilted his head to my direction and stared at me with his lifeless gaze. Suddenly he growled fiercely at me. I stumbled back onto my bed, my heart racing from the sudden shock. He pounced on me. His breath smelled horrible. He drooled all over my cheeks, growling and hissing at me. I held him back frantically, but his face kept coming closer and closer. Using the small fraction of time I had before he could harm me, I hit him hard in the face. It stumbled onto the floor, writhing in pain. Suddenly, I felt a terrible stabbing pain in my hand. My vision blurred and I fell to the ground. I woke up on my bedroom floor. Laying in front of me was a broken mirror and my hand drenched in blood. "Look at it go, sweetie," the loving father joyfully called out to his little girl, pointing upward towards the kite flying high above the secluded beach. "Here, you try." The little girl stood there shy, timid and melancholy as she stared skyward at the pale, flapping kite. This particular kite always reminded the girl of her missing mother. Each of them, the mother and the kite, seemed to share the exact same colorful tattoos. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you'd like to, you can follow me at Twitter. The handle is @FuzzyPantaloons, and I'll see you all next time.